Hello everyone, my name is Yuchao Jiang. I'm an associate lecturer at CSE UNSW. Welcome to COMP1531 for 23 Term 2, which is the Software Engineering Fundamentals course. So this is a short pre-recorded video before week 1. We will give you some brief introduction about this course, such as the code structure and what to expect for this term. We'll give you more detailed introduction from week 1. So welcome again to Comp 1531. So let's have a look at this course. As for the teaching strategy for Comp 1531, we have lectures, tutorials, labs, projects, and help sessions and exams. So in the lectures, we'll be talking about some key concepts, talking about some theories, and we'll also do a lot of demonstrations in the lectures. So also explaining some practical stuff in the lectures. So the lectures will be we'll have 2 2-hour lectures each week. So they will be on Monday and Wednesday. So more detailed schedule can be found on the course website. You will be able to find the timetable of the lectures on our course website. So the lectures will be on Monday and Wednesday. Both Monday and Wednesday lectures will be in hybrid, meaning that we'll be lecturing in the theaters and we'll also stream it online. So you can join in person or online. And also, we have different locations for Monday and Wednesday lectures. For the Monday lecture, they will be in the physics theater, and for the Wednesday lecture, they will be in the STEM theater. You can also find the links to the online version of the lectures here. And these links are different. So for example, let's have a look at the week 4 Monday lecture. So you'll be able to see that it's week 4 Monday lecture. So make sure you click on the right link for the specific lecture. Okay, so this is the timetable. Also, we have slides for the lectures. They are already available here under the coursework. So here's the lectures, and under the contents, these are the slides. So we provide both the clickable slides here that you may have. There may be some links that you can use, and also you can also find PDF version of the slides that you can download it, print it, or taking some notes of it. And we'll also upload recordings of the lectures after the lecture. You will be able to find links here after the lectures. So this is the lectures. And for each week, we also have tutorials. So tutorials aims to clarify your understandings of what we have covered in the lectures. So they are more practical stuff. You can make a lot of practices and make sure that you understand the concepts. And also similarly, you can also find the timetable on the course website and the timetable here, lectures, tutorials, labs. Just click on it, and you will be able to find the schedule of the tutorials here. And we always encourage tutorials attendance and participation, meaning that you not only need to attend the tutorials, but you also need to really participate in the tutorials, that you ask questions, you contribute to the solutions, you interact with your peers and your tutors in the tutorials. After the tutorial, so for the tutorials, they are 1-hour session. So after the 1-hour tutorial, we also have 2-hour lab sessions. So in total there are 3 hours, so 1 hour tutorial and 12 hour labs. And similarly, you can find the timetable of the labs here. Okay, so the timetable lecture tutorial labs. So it's here. So for example, this one, the T13B. So it runs on Tuesday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So 3 hours. So 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. will be the tutorial, and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. will be the lab session. And we also have the locations of the tutorial and the lab location of the labs here. So you will also be able to find out who will be the teaching staff for that tutorial and labs. So the first one is the tutor, and the second one will be your lab assistant. You can find the lab content on the coursework page, which is here. So here is the content for the tutorials labs. So you can have a look here. So all of the tutorial contents are here. Okay, so if you want to have a look at that before the tutorials, you can always feel free to do that. The labs contribute to 10% of your final grade. You can see, like, for example, lab 2, the first one is 1 mark, the second one is 1 mark. And these marks are auto marks. So we believe this is good for you because your lab assistant will spend more time answering your questions, helping you instead of spending time do the marking. Okay, so we have more detailed explanations of how explaining the lab marks. So you can have a look below here. So this is the lab. Yeah, labs need to be submitted on the Monday, the following week. So for example, the week 1 lab will do on Monday week 2, so the following Monday. And we already covered this part. It's completely auto marked. A big chunk of this course is the major project, which takes 60% of the all the marks, so 60% of the course mark. The project will be running from so it will officially be week 2, so Monday of week 2. So while after the team is settled in week 1, like, you will be given access to the major project on Monday week 2, and to the Friday of week 10. So it will be 9 weeks. You will be working on these major projects in groups. You will have groups of 4 to 5. So most of our groups will be 4 to 5. And the groups are formed in week prior to week 1. So we'll send out a link to a survey from our wonderful Hayden. And please respond to that survey as soon as possible in week 1. Before week 1, sorry, and we form the groups so that in week 1 you will already be in one group, and we release the first iteration of the project, which is iteration 0, on morning Monday of week 1. You will be able to find the information for the major project here. Okay, so this is the coursework major project. You will be able to access it here. Sorry, I have a lot of admin stuff in my under this link for me, but for you, and you will also have a group name, and this is example, which is Wednesday 15A egg. We also have a lot of help sessions in this course. So we have, for this term, like 23 term 2, we add a lot of help sessions. So we found help sessions very popular and very helpful for our students. So we added a lot more help sessions this term. So help sessions are typically drop-in sessions. like you can drop in and ask questions and get some help. The help sessions will start in week 2, so you can find the schedule here, the help sessions. So we have a lot of help sessions. Most of them are online, but we also have some in-person help sessions. If you find that your problem may be solved better in person, feel free to drop in those in-person help sessions. But for your convenience, we also have a lot of online drop-in help sessions. Yeah, we have more detailed guidelines on how to join the online help sessions here. So have a look at those there. Right. So our help sessions have been structured around our prediction of when students need help. So based on our experience in the previous term, but please be patient. So there may be some variations in this prediction. So if the help session is quite busy, please be patient. Like you can jump within the queue and do some, like you can. We'll also have exams. And we have a lot of students already passed the course before the exams. So the exam is not, we have no harder requirement for the exam. So if you had 0 for the exams, it will not fail you in this course. And we'll talk a lot more about the final exams like when we get closer towards the end of this teaching term. So we will have a tab here called exam later in this term, and we'll explain more details on the exams. About getting help. So remembering that we are always here to help you throughout this course. So always feel free to ask for help. So we created these steps to help you, like when you need help, you can first seek support, seek help within your teams. So for example, if you want to get help with debugging, with coding, you can always get some help from other team members. So it's a very good learning experience for you to ask questions, and also for the other team member, answering questions, like teaching the other team members is also a good way of enforcing your learning. And the next step after that is to ask help in the forum. So we have a course forum, so you can find the link here. Okay, so you should already receive the invitation to this forum. So we found that if you post a question here in the forum, you can get an answer much quicker. You can get an answer quite quickly, comparing to sending an email. So this is the next step to getting help. Okay, and also we found that our students have similar questions. So before you post your question on the forum, search for similar questions. So you may get an answer directly, more straightforward. The next step is help sessions. As we mentioned, like we have a lot of help sessions. So if you want some help and it's not solved on the forum, or it's like more convenient for you to get an answer, you can always go to our help sessions. And the next step after that is like contacting your tutor. So if you may have some more private concerns or questions, for example, maybe about your group, maybe about the teaching stuff, like you can always emailing your tutors or your lab assistant. And the next step will be emailing the lecturers, which include me and Hayden. Such as if you have an ELP, like or special cons, you can always forward those letters to CS1531 email. And also to get started, like getting set up for this course, like if you are familiar with VLab, you can always log in or SSH into your VLab, and everything, like every tool that you need is ready on VLab. So you do not need to install anything. Then you can get started with the coding on our CSE machine. You can find more details on the course website. So we have a page called Getting Started. So if you want to work locally on your laptop or on your computer, so you can have a look at here, like how you can set things up. There are a couple of key technologies that we use in this course. The first one is the web CMS, like we have already covered most part of it. So this is the main course website. So most important information such as the course outlines can be found here, the timetable, the coursework can be found here. You can also find our amazing teaching staff here, including your tutors and your lab assistants here. And also the forum, which is this one. Like you can seek help on those and also look through the forum and have a look at what questions your peers are asking. Another one is Microsoft Teams. So your tutors will set up Microsoft Teams for your classes, and it is useful for you to communicate with your groups and your tutors. And we will also have some teams for the help sessions. And the last bit is called GitLab. So we will have our projects of labs on GitLab. You can have a quick look at that at this moment, but we will look at more details, like we will have more explanations on how to use GitLab in week 1. So if it does not make much sense to you at this moment, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right, so the last part is feedback. So we have this feedback form every week. So we always encourage feedback from our students. So if you have any suggestions to make this course better, to make your learning experience better, or if you have any concerns about this course, always feel free to put in your comments in this form. We will try our best to work on your feedback. All right, so that is all for this quick introduction to this course. Welcome again to all of you. I hope you will enjoy 1531. I'm really looking forward to working with you this term. Well, enjoy the rest of this whole week, and I will see you all on Monday, week 1.